月光した Still awake, street carries us through its own ways Till this moment of time あの時交わした言葉
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me good? So yeah, welcome back to more Web Surf Fridays, and today we're gonna do a lot of stuff. Today I'm gonna show off my top 10 for top 10 things I want in the remake for Persona Reloaded. I still can't believe that happened yesterday by accident. An instant demonetization for. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna be making money off these streams anyway, so I don't care. Like, I'm not like Ninja or Markiplier. I'm not like making millions. So yeah, I did some settings to improve my mic and stuff. Did I sound a lot better? Okay, good. Yeah, basically what I've done is I made my mic easier to be put on my table because it was big and bulky before, so I basically like made it smaller so I could fit easily where I am. And I'm no longer talking to the side; I'm talking to it straight up. And I've also followed a tutorial video of how to sound better in Twitch, and it was very helpful. And I just heard my voice. Voice has some saliva there. Yeah. It's my allergies. It's that time of year where I have a lot of pollen, so I sometimes get like that saliva, nasally like voice. Allergies are fun. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna start off with my top 10 with Persona. My top 10 things I want to see in the Persona 3 remake. So, let's get into it. We'll play some Persona 3 OST while we're at it. And we're gonna. Here's my notepad. Okay. Number 10. Improved at Minato route, like how the FMC route improved the P3 route. In other words, have more events, like that field trip to the Iniba. Have more options for social links. Have more story elements and stuff. I love Persona 3, but yeah, no Force Harem route, especially. I love Persona 3, but there's some parts of the story that are very bare bones, and there's one part particularly which I'm going to get to a few anchors later. Number 9, keep the costumes and add the ones from Persona 4 Arena and Persona 3 Dancing. I think fans would be happy if you kept the dancing outfits and arena outfits from Persona. For those, I messed up my speak. I think fans would be happy if you kept the outfits from Persona 4 Arena and Persona 4 3 Dancing. Oh, that TTYD. I am particularly a big fan of those outfits. My personal favorites are Yukari's Betterman outfit, you know, the pink Lanker one, and I really love Mitsu's arena outfit. It would be nice to have those outfits in a game. Yes, I know Persona 4 Arena is technically after Persona 3, but Yukari was wearing her arena outfit in Persona 3 Dancing, which takes place during the events of Persona 3, so There's no excuse for it to have that, not have that outfit. Oh yeah, it will be. There'll be deals. There would be downloadable content. That sounds like Atlas. Number 8. Make social stats easy to raise like it was in Royal. So basically what I'm saying is, even on days where like you can't do stuff in the daytime, at least have like something you do at nighttime like you could at 5. Where like, yeah, you have free time, but you can only stay in a cafe. However, in a cafe like LeBlanc, you can make Len raise his social status by like making coffee or making curry or taking care of the plants or cleaning the place up or studying or reading a book or watching a movie or answering a question on a game show or making tools. There's a lot of stuff you can do in LeBlanc that becomes very helpful in raising your social status. And because of that, it made the game significantly more easy because one of the biggest problems with Persona 5 was the free time. And they really fixed it with Royal, so like your schedule doesn't feel that crunched up. I think by making Persona 3's calendar much like how it was in 5, it will improve the game a lot and add some quality of life changes. Number 7. Keep the option to have original music. We're gonna go to after sleep. Yeah, exactly. Hold the whole Morgana thing. There's a reason why Morgana became a meme, like Mitsuo became a meme Persona 3. But yeah. Keep the original music. I would like to hear some remix tracks as well. But I won't be too upset if they just had the original music. Like, if they just had the original OST, that wouldn't bother me, because 17 years later, the music for Persona 3 still holds up pretty well. It's some of the best music in the series. Like, have the old intro music, have the old battle music. I'm down with having remixes, I am, but, the original soundtrack is fine as it is, you know? They did that for the Persona 2 remake. What do you mean, they kept the original music? Oh yeah. Because I remember Persona 1, they changed the soundtrack for the PSP version, and it was not as good as the original PS1 version. I think they learned their lesson since then. Number 6, treat Ryoji like the anime. Make him more involved in the plot. Okay, spoiler alerts. There's gonna be some spoilers here. I even put in the tags. But I didn't like how they treated Ryoji in the game, particularly in Minato's well. Minako's well, the Femc well, the Tony, whatever you want to call her. He gets better treatment. Well, for starters, he's a social wing, so there you go. But, he was kind of like pushed to the side in the original game, and he plays a big role in it, you know? So I think they should treat him like how he was in the anime. One of the best things about Persona 5 animation was Akechi played a bigger part in the story. And that was so well received that they actually fixed his social link in Royal when they made Persona 5 Royal, because we all know how awful Akechi's social link in Persona 5 was. The original Persona 5. It was bad. Not to have anything against automatic supports, I thought Morgana was fine in that game. I thought Igor's was fine, and I even thought Sai was fine, but Akechi's auto support was terrible. Out of all the auto supports in the series, it's by far the worst in the series. Okay, spoiler alert for Persona 5. he tries to shoot you and wake up. But here's the thing. You find out that's a cognitive one he killed. So Wen has no idea Keki was there. Like what happened in reality is after Sai left, Wen was just sitting there for a few minutes until Sai came back a few minutes later. So how the heck would he know Keki fell for the trap yet? Wen was not there. And it's a good... if he was there, he would have been dead. So, like, that's a plot hole. Now, granted, Persona 5 has its own plot holes, but that's a whole nother topic for another day. But yeah, I think they should treat Ryoji like he was in the anime, because I think it will make the story better. Number 5, Fix the Summer. The summer in Persona 3 was bare bones and lacked a lot of time to wake up social links. Now, I'm not going to be too harsh on this because, in fairness, Persona 3 was the first game that has a modern system. You know, the whole social links and calendar system, so there were some growing pains. And one of the biggest growing pains was the summer. The summers in Persona 3 is terrible. It's very bare bones. You can't really interact with all your social links for some bizarre reason. It is a good time to waste social stats, but that's it. But like, Persona 3, you don't have a lot of time to finish your social links, and I would say it is by far the hardest game to get all social links done in one WoW. Yeah, exactly, Fullmetal. It was more bare bones than Persona 4, and that game summer was just a dead air plot twist, plot-wise. I mean, I don't know why I say plot twist, but here's the thing. Persona 4's summer was much better, though no offense to Persona 4. Being better than Persona's 3 summer wasn't really a high bar. But it was better because at least you can talk to your social links and link them up. By Persona 5, I guess it's saying third time's a charm, they finally got a home run. Yeah. Yeah, like, we know that that guy wasn't a killer because Nano hasn't joined yet, and the game kind of gives a lay that Nano's a party member because he's in the intro. Like, there was no subtlety about it whatsoever. But, let's just say Atlas has a bad job at being subtle. But yeah, Persona 5 had the best summer of all the summers of the modern games because you had a whole Futaba Palace to begin with. Gee, couldn't you tell? Yeah, I mean, that leak yesterday should tell you how bad they are at being subtle. And the guy who that did that, he got fired. I know, shocker. But, as I was saying, yeah, Persona 5 had the best summer. I think that was, by that point, Atlas hit the nail on the hammer. They knew what to do. They gave you a palace, Futaba's palace, and, make sure my microphone was good. And, you had a lot of free time to waste social links. You could go to Mentos and do a quest. And even then, when Futaba awakens on the 21st, there's a lot of story element of her developing her character and whatnot. So yeah, Persona 5 Summer is actually one of the strongest parts of the game, in my opinion. Like, that, it's really that good that it's jarring to see how bad it was in 4 and 3. If only September was good in Persona 5. Number 4. I was kind of alluding to this earlier. Make the social links the same as 4 and 5, where you can only one-man's one character. In other words... Yeah, Persona 5 screw-up was immediately after the summer. But yeah, back to number 4. I hated how Minato was forced to have a harem route if you wanted to finish all the social links. Because not doing any social links in a game is gonna make Persona game really hard. Like, I do not recommend, unless you want a challenge, then go ahead. But you need to finish these social links because you get stronger personas. It can help you in battle by getting skills. Well, 5 has that. But doing 4, if you want to get every persona, you have to finish every social link. Yeah, only FemC can not do the harem route, which makes no sense. It should be the same for both routes. But yeah, like, make it that, like, you can only date Yukari, but I could friendzone everyone else, you know? And, the harem route is frowned upon in Persona, because in Persona 4, you feel guilty because the other girls find out. And Persona 5, they straight up kick your butt when they find out you're cheating on them. It's one of the few times I don't mind the MC getting beat up by the girls, because they deserve it. Even Xana Mobis has come forward saying he does not like the harem route in Persona. And he actually got a lot of crap for it, believe it or not. I like Mitsuru, but I was just using Yukari as an example. Because she's probably the first that I'm going to romance, because Yukari's much easier to romance than Mitsuru is. If I remember correctly, Mitsuru, you needed a lot of guts and intelligence, and you needed to pass every test. Moving on to number 3. Make the game more balanced. Direct commands in Persona 3 Portable were broken. Yeah, Persona 3 Portable finally added direct commands to Persona 3. However, Atlas made one careless error. They forgot to program the AI around it, meaning that it's very easy to win battles. It's even a normal, like, easy is a joke, normal's easy, and hard's normal because of that. The AI was programmed specifically to handle non-direct commands, so by having direct commands, the AI can't work around that, and the game got very broken. And that was a huge issue for Persona 3 Portable. Now they fixed it with the later games because direct commands were daring to go. In fact, Persona 5 does direct commands at best because once Morgana says, hey, do you want to do direct commands from now on? You click yes, and anytime a partner joins you, it's always direct commands to default, as it should be. Yeah, it's like an instant I win button, and it's annoying because, here's the thing, Persona 5 was my first game, so I was used to direct commands. So I was like, oh cool, Portable is like 5, it has direct commands. No, it's not like 5, because direct commands are broken. Especially broken in New Game Plus. But yeah, it's like picking Super Sonic and Sonic R. I feel dirty comparing Persona 3 Portable to Sonic R. But you're right. Yeah, when something's being compared to Sonic R, you know you made some poor choices. Number 2, make the answer good and have one for the FemC. We can all agree the answer was bad. It was not done good. The story could have been a lot better. It was mostly a grind fest, and oh my gosh. For Yukari fans, like seriously, for Yukari fans, yeah. Yukari did so good, and Mitsuru too. But I think Yukari got the worst of the worst. Junpei was smarter than Mitsuru and Yukari were. Frickin' Junpei. Let that sink in. And another thing was the compendium was gone, and it was locked on hard mode. Number 1, keep the FemC out. People are freaking out because the teaser yesterday didn't show Katone or the FemC. To that I say, it's just a teaser. Teasers are not meant to show much. It's just basically there to say, hey, this game is happening, it's coming out, here's the initial details. That's it. That's what a teaser does. We're gonna have more stories for in the future, obviously. And it wouldn't surprise me if the FemC becomes like an expansion pack or something for the game, or like a DLC. And while I don't want that, I'll be fine with it, because at least he's in the game somewhat. I think Alexis Tippin would voice her because Laura Bailey doesn't do much. Yeah, Laura Bailey doesn't do much non-union stuff anymore, which that's fine, you know. I have nothing against that. I know some people do, but I'm fine with that, you know. I think Alexis Tippin would be a good choice for her. I think Jeremy Lee would be a good choice for Katone. I think she's a good pick. Or Erica Hackler would be a good choice. On's voice actor. Or even Laura Post would be a good Katone. Yeah, make Laura Post be the FemC in this game, so she can get her just desserts, because remember when Katsumi was first revealed and people thought she was going to be the FemC for 5? Oh boy, were we wrong and disappointed about that. He was a good Theodore voice. He was a pretty good Theodore. Now then, honorable mentions. This one's a quickie, but for goodness sake, please remove that awful transphobic moment on the beach. It's nice that it's on a FemC WoW, and I'm happy about it, but it was still in the male WoW, and it was annoying. Please just... Look, I'm forgiving of it because, yes, I know, it was a game that came out in 06. We know more about transgender people than we do now. Just get rid of it. It does not apply today. And another honorable mention: make nods to Persona 5 like Portable did for 4. I think 2 good mods for I think 2 good nods to Persona 5 would be that kid you see in a track field that looks a lot like Ryuji. make him Ryuki. Make him Ryuki as a kid, because Ryuki was born in 99. So, yeah, even Ryuki's voice actor likes the idea. Ryuki would have been 10 during the events of Persona 3, so he could easily been a little kid there. Now, this is spoilers for Persona 3 and 5. Make of one of people who was working with Mitsu's grandfather, Bishido, which would explain a lot why he knows a lot about the cognitive world. Or heck, make one of the intern scientists Wakaba. Because Wakaba was pretty young at the time, you know? I mean, Futaba was born 2 years after the explosion in 2001. But yeah, another nod would be like maybe have Makoto's family there on vacation, where she's telling her dad to get her Bukimaru doll because Bukimaru's still around. So yeah, those are my my 10 things I want in Persona 3 Reloaded. How was the top 10? Do you agree with it or disagree with it? But yeah, now I got that out of the way. Let's move on to our next topic. I like these ideas. That's good to hear from Metal. Let's move on to our next topic. We're going to be playing some Persona 5 music now because we're going to be doing a shipping chart for Persona 3. And so we're going to be doing a shipping chart. A shipping chart. I cannot say that darn word. A shipping chart of Persona 5. I cannot pronounce that word. My stupid lips. I apologize for my terrible voice and lips, guys. Having the nerdy lips in the Brooklyn accent is not a good combo, by the way. But yeah, anyway, let's get this chart out of the way. Let's see. Let's get some one true pairings out of the way. Can I make this bigger? It's thicker, but not what I want. That's good. I think it's... Oh. Not really. I'm not getting good ones. Yeah. That's good. Okay, good. Alright. Starting off with one true pairing, Makoto and Len. Makoto and Len are easily my favorite couple in Persona 5. The same way I feel about Makoto and Len is the same way I feel about Quabin. No, yeah, Quabin and Awakening. Quam and Wabin. Makoto and Len being a couple adds a lot to the story, especially since the whole interrogation with Sai, and Sai being Makoto's sister. And I really like their relationship. Like, by dating Makoto, you get to see that despite her acting all serious and proper and authoritarian, it's all like an act. He's behind the scenes. He's very dorky, very shy, very nervous. Like he blushes easily, and Len loves to tease her, and I love it so much. Plus, it's just like, out of all the members of the fandoms, Makoto really cares about Len's well-being the most. Like, one good example would be when you find that Shadow in the Mentos, who, he's a cheater and he evades all damage. Oh, that's a good example. The Christmas Eve scene in Vanilla is much more heartbreaking if you're dating Makoto. I'm pretty sure that was a very uncomfortable moment with Sai when Sai was taken away Len. But yeah, when you fight that, back to Keter I was talking about, when you fight that Keter and you realize you can't damage him, and you have to find that you have to find Shinya in the arcade. Makoto is very upset by this because she feels like he's adding more work weight for Len, and he's really concerned that Len is doing too much at too little time. Like, he's willing to say, like, let me carry some of your burdens. I don't want you to do this all by yourself. You know? Like, he tells Len, like, you don't need to do this all by yourself. I'm willing to help you. Shinya's voice actor. Yeah. That's one of my favorite facts about Persona 5, is that Shinya's voice actor is Rita Repulsa from Power Rangers. But yeah, Makoto, like, she's concerned about Len's well-being. Like, when Len volunteers to distract the police, she is by far the most against it and concerned for him. Like, she's like, Len, don't do this. But we usually like, no, Makoto. When his mind is set, you can't say no. You can't change his mind. And like I said, when Makoto really cares for his well-being, and when he comes back and got beat after being beaten up by the cops, she was by far the most disgusted at what they did. And all I can say is, if he becomes chief of police, those cops either they better leave town, because Makoto's gonna hunt them down and show no mercy. Like, he's gonna throw the book at them. Or if he was really worried, yeah, like Makoto's worried that he got killed. Now then, my next one crew pairing. They act like an old married couple. What else can I say? Even their voice actors shipped them. I really love the chemistry between Anu and Yuji. I love this song, by the way. They better have him in Persona 3 Reloaded, by the way. What else was I gonna say? Sorry. Ryuki and Anna like Cosmo, two halves of it whole, yeah. Except Anna's the more smarter one. But that's certainly a compliment. But yeah, I like Anna and Yuki a lot. Like, that, I know that moment with the boat is awful. Like, it's so awful that whenever I get to that part of Persona 5, I just watch the anime part of when you can come back to the explosion, because it's that bad. Yes, the anime did it better than the game. And the anime sucks. Let that sink in. If you're rooting, if the Persona 5 anime did better than what a game did, you messed up. Instead of beating him up, they just yell at him for making him worried. And it's just Haru, Futaba, and An. Makoto just stands behind and looks and concerned, while Yusuke just makes that "oh you guys" face and smiles. Yeah. It was much better in the anime. But one thing I did like in the game was An yelling Ryuji's name. That was great. Now let's go on to another one. This is kind of like a clack ship, but this is mostly for a personal reason between me and my friends, but specifically for metal. Akechi and Sumire. We were basically comparing Akechi and Sumire to like Trunks and to Bulma and Vegeta, where like Akechi is just this murdering monster that Sumire somehow falls in love with. And they have a daughter that comes back from the future to warn about another danger, and it's basically like Trunks, where like she questions, how the heck did my mom like this man? But yeah, it's a good quack ship. Are you effing insane? Yeah, like I can totally see like Bulma and Vegeta vibes with them. And if Kekia had a redemption arc like he should have, we could have seen him like actually care for Sumire, and if Sumire got hit, he could freak out like Vegeta and Beerus. Like, you hit my Sumire. Alright. Now for another one. They're both autistic. They're both socially awkward. Just like An and Ryuji. I say Haru's the TN. I can see Akechi saying this. What is it, Haru? Does your big forehead make you psychic? No, but it does help me see BS. But yeah, back to Futaba and Yusuke. They act like an old couple like An and Ryuji do. And I really like their chemistry. I like how Futaba calls him Hinari, even in reality. And like, Yusuke, despite them arguing at first, is the first one to have a normal conversation with Futaba. A lot of people are bringing up, Yusuke was the first person out of fan base to have a regular conversation about Futaba about something they liked. Yeah, me too, that was such a funny moment. And he beat me to it. He makes him do the Ginyu Force pose. Now then, on to love. Let's get the eyedropper tool. I do love Makoto. I mean, I'm landing on. I do love it. I think it's pretty good. And I also love Ryuji Makoto as well. But I still think On's a better choice for Yuji, and Makoto's a better choice for Wen. But I do like Wen and On and Makoto and Yuji. For Makoto and Yuji, you have the typical smart wife and idiot husband. Like the classic sitcom trope. But the idiot husband has a heart of gold, which Makoto would like a lot. On really does have a sweet, good Hawaii date, I will admit that. And a good Valentine's date, too. I would say after Makoto, On has the second best dates. I just wish she was in the story more than, I just wish they handled her in the story better like they did the dates, because as much as I love Makoto, once Makoto joins the party...
A beautiful rose has thorns.
Yeah, that's one of my new sound commands. Once Makoto joins the party, On goes downhill in terms of relevancy. Like, Makoto becomes like the girl of the group. And it is like a very important character and stuff. Here's the thing. I don't know who this youngster is, but it sounds disappointing. And here's another thing. I like Wen and Haru. I feel bad for Haru that he joined so late that she doesn't get a good relationship. I think she gets done dirty. And of all the girls to say no to, Haru's by far the hardest. Akechi and pancakes. Yeah, here's the thing, even though Nato joins late, at least she's in the story a lot. Like, she's present since Kanji's arc, like you said, for Metal. It's not like she just came out of the blue. Alright, I think we're done with love, but now let's go to, like... Get the marker back. I do like On and Makoto. I do like, oops, I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo with, I forgot to add one more for like. I'll address On and Makoto soon, but I want to add one thing for, oops. Got two. I do like On and Makoto. I do like Haru and Makoto. Yes, I do like Makoto and Haru. I think of all the gay ships of Persona 5, I like Makoto and Haru the best. Because, like, one of the most wholesome moments is Makoto being called Mako-chan the first time by Haru. At first, Makoto's taken back by it, but in a good way. And Haru's like immediately apologizing, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you that. It was just a slip of the tongue." But Makoto liked it a lot because, like, she never had someone call her that before. You know, she never had a friend like that, like Haru. And since then, Haru's always called Makoto Mako-chan, and it's such a cute nickname for Makoto. Of course, it makes me think of Sailor Moon. More proof that Haru is a big Sailor Moon fan. Aside from doing the Sailor Moon pose. But yeah. I do like Haru and Makoto a lot. I think it's very nice shipping. And they have a lot of moments together. They have a nice showtime. Their showtime is one of my favorites. And yeah, I think their showtime is really good. And I know a lot of people don't on Makoto be the BFFs of the group, but no, it's Makoto and Haru like the BFF of the groups. Here's the thing. Makoto and Haru like the Jason and Berta of the group. Like, they're the two closest friends. Though the same thing could also be said for Yusuke and Ryuji. They're like the Jason and Berta of the group as well. By the way, I just realized Morgana's not here. Which, there's a good reason why Morgana's not in this chart. Because if you ship Morgana with anyone, the FBI will be at your door. For bestiality. I am not so. Okay. Let's go back to likes. Make sure the blush is still the same. I do like Ren Ryuji. I do like Ren and Yusuke. I do like Hana Makoto, like I said. Let's see. So yeah, let's move on to neutral. Because I don't have much to say about those. I think they're solid ships. Yeah. Neutral. I don't have much on Ryuji and Futaba. Oh, I missed another one, my bad. I'm probably missing a lot because there's a lot of options here, so bear with me in that. Okay. Let's go back to neutral. I'm neutral about this one. I'm neutral about that. What else? Okay. I think I got all the neutrals. I don't have much opinion about it whatsoever, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Oh yeah, okay, I think I got them all. Now let's go to Familia. I only have one option for this, and I think most of you know what's it gonna be. Len and Futaba. I don't have the music plays after Haru's father gets murdered is playing. Talk about inappropriate song. I love how they include this on a soundtrack when you only hear it for a few seconds. Oh yeah, the poor age gay jokes from Yosuke are bad. Yeah. If we make 4, those need to go away. But yeah, Wen and Futaba to me are like brother and sister. I don't have anything against people who ship them. I don't at all. But as for me, I just see them as brother and sister. Sojo is a father figure to them. They practically live with him. Wen is like a big brother to her. And Sojo treats him like a son, you know? Like, Wen is the older son and Futaba's the younger daughter. So that's why he's more stern with Wen, because he's supposed to set an example for Futaba. And plus, typically fathers are harder on their sons and their daughters. But yeah. Then I get to Familia out of the way. Let's get to dislikes. This is gonna piss off people. Or my flank, I shouldn't swear like that, but this is gonna annoy some people. I'm sorry. Look. As you can see with this chart, I have nothing against gay ships. I don't. This is the first gay ship of the game that I do not like. I understand a lot of people like Gwen and Kechi, but them dating makes things awkward. But people be saying, but Goku and Vegeta become fun. Here's the thing. Death is not existing in Dragon Ball. Like, it's very rare for a character to permanently die in Dragon Ball. So every bad thing Vegeta did to the Goku and his friends was undid by the Dragon Balls. Tien comes back from the dead, Chaozu comes back, Yamcha comes back, Piccolo comes back. And even then, all those are mostly done by Nappa. Vegeta didn't even do much until Goku showed up. And, Vegeta actually has a proper... yeah, they never forgave Vegeta, but... oh yeah, Vegeta never forgave... They never forgave Vegeta. And Vegeta's very understanding of that. And Vegeta understands that completely. It's part of his character arc, where he becomes a stronger character. Vegeta has a redemption arc, unlike a Kechi. Yes, I know he's in Playboy in third semester, but he still acts the same. Third semester Kechi is basically Cell Saga Vegeta. Yeah, he's on your side, but he's still a jerk, and hasn't learned his lesson completely. If he was like Boo Saga Vegeta, that's a different story. Because I don't care what people say about the Boo Saga. Vegeta was awesome in the Boo Saga. That, in my opinion, is my favorite Vegeta. I know it's a hot take, but I think Boo Saga Vegeta is best Vegeta. The only one who really likes him, besides his family, is Goku. Oh yeah, Tien now I hates him. Piccolo is iffy about him. And, Gohan is neutral towards him. As is Quillen. But yeah, I'm sorry. But another reason why I do not like Akechi and Wen is that their fan base, by far, is the most toxic part of Persona fandom. If you even criticize Akechi and Wen constructively, you're called homophobic. And they will attack Makoto fans by calling them bootlickers and for the police, and like, then you're pro-police brutality. Akechi was a corrupt detective working with corrupt cops, murdering innocent people just so he can get back at his daddy because daddy was not nice to him. Makoto wants to get rid of that shit. I mean, pardon my French, I didn't mean to say that, but I just get so animated about these. I didn't mean to swear, I mean, I really don't. I know there's someone in my Discord who doesn't like when I swear every now and then. Sorry about the disclaimer. I don't know if you're watching this now in the future, but I'm sorry for that little slip up. But yeah. Yonka's mostly upset that he causes death. Yeah, like I said, but yeah. I do not like Akechi when for those reasons. I do not like the fandom. I don't like how they attack other shippers. And not only that, they get so angry if you criticize Royal's story. I'm sorry, but outside of Marky and the Dirt Semester and Dark Akechi, the Dirt Semester sucks. Okay, sucks is a strong word. It's not good. It's okay, but it's not good. There's a lot of flaws with Dirt Semester. There's so much evidence that it was rushed between the inconsistency in story, the many plot holes that's basically like Swiss cheese. Yeah, GT. It's basically GT. The only thing that's redeemable about the Dirt Semester is Marky, his palace not being that bad. It's actually a good palace, aside from the flower room. The flower room along with the Eric puzzle can go to Hiffle. I wanted sound effects so much. But, and Dark Akechi. Other than that, the Dirt Semester is a very poor arc. Like, if I had to do, like, my list of sagas, I think it would be behind the only arc that the Dirt Semester is better is the Ikuma arc, which, I hate to say it, that's a high praise. Saying you're better than the Ikuma arc is like saying you can outrun a newborn baby and a snail in a foot race. It doesn't take much effort. And it annoys me because I see so much potential to Dirt Semester. But nope, they just had to meet that holiday deadline for Japan. Gotta get the game out for Christmas. Oh yeah, Billy Kometz and Robbie Damien carry that. And God bless his soul, Billy Kometz. But he deserves so much better for his performance. Bobby too. Like, one thing that bugs me is it brings back one of the most glaring issues about Persona 5 Vanilla. The lack of scenes with no voices. Because Persona 5 had a lot of scenes with no voice acting, when it should have been voice acting. The Dirt Semester is littered with those. Like, when you talk to your friends in a fake reality. When Sumire sees Mementos for the first time. When you disable the computer that's controlling Mementos so you can clear a pathway and, the powers from Marky. Why aren't those scenes voiced? They should clearly be voiced because they're important plot elements, but they're not. But thank goodness that filler scene of them getting meat in Hawaii has voices, but not those important scenes. What stinks is... Yes! They actually had recording lines for those scenes, but they didn't use them. Why? There's actually a mod that's going to fix that, by the way, and I'm very interested about that mod. But anyway, let's... Akechi and Haru. Do I need to go into detail why I dislike Akechi and Haru as a couple? Akechi Futaba. Once again, I don't need to go into reasons why I don't like Akechi and Futaba being a couple. Akechi and Makoto. Akechi and Miyuki. Akechi and An. Akechi and Yusuke. And here's the thing. Sumeri's gonna get all dislikes. I'm sorry, Sumeri. You're a good girl. I like you. I love your performance by Aurora Post. But the gang only really known Sumeri for a few weeks. It wouldn't be right to have a relationship with her because she has not been herself for like a year. And even then, she's just come back to her senses, so... Like, they don't really know her. And if Ren dated Sumire, after only knowing the real Sumire for like 3 weeks, it's not gonna be a healthy relationship. Sorry. Now, I know people are like, well, you can date Makoto a month after knowing her. First off, that's New Game Plus. And New Game Plus is broken. If you actually play Persona 5 properly, Ren probably doesn't date these girls at least a few months after knowing them. If we're going by realism here, folks. So yeah, that's my shipping chart for Persona 5. I know I have some hot takes, but hey, you know, anyone's entitled to them. Once again, I'm fine with who you ever ship in this game. Just don't force it down my throat and attack me and others just because we don't like that ship. That's all I have to say. Persona... Oh yeah, I think you're right about that, Full Metal. Now I got that out of the way, let's do some, Heroes. I actually had a lot of fun with that shipping chart, guys. How much fun do you have with that? It was fun for me. Okay, that's good. Okay, we're gonna be, I should probably edit a title of this video. Oops, I forgot to edit a title as doing a shipping chart. My bad. That's a blooper on my part. Let's fix it now. Nope. First, let's find out what the heroes are doing, by the way. Let's do it down to your door, because I'm currently screaming that game. Okay. 1000 here, code, door, chapter, here, list, and we can remove Persona from the tab because we're done talking about Persona now. We're still gonna have spoilers because we're talking about Thousand Year Door. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And we're gonna be taking a little break because I have to use the restroom. I can just find Dreamlabs. There we go. Okay, good. I'll be right back in a few minutes with you people. So enjoy some music while I use the restroom for a bit, and I'll be back in like 3 to 5 minutes tops. Took a bit more than expected, but I'm back. I actually used too long aiming through my break. I put the starting soon. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I'm back from break. I can let's play some Dancing Your Door music while we're doing this tier list. I feel so bad for Persona 5 Tactics. No one is talking about it. Okay, let's start this tier list. Chapter 1. You know what? I'll put an A tier. I think Chapter 1 is a good startup chapter, much like the Comic Kid arc for Persona 5. I think it's a... I'm willing to say the first chapter of Dancing Your Door, as well as the prologue, is the perfect start to RPG. It's nice and simple. It doesn't take forever. Seriously, my live stream will show that you can do the first chapter and prologue within like 3 hours. Persona 3, the Persona 4 and 5, you can be playing the game for 3 hours so you can complete the first dungeon and finally walk around the world. Eclipse because the moon is recurring. I got that joke, Full Metal. Chapter 2. I'm gonna be honest, I think Chapter 2 gets a D tier. I put in a D tier for it's disappointing. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what my problems with Chapter 2. Yeah, the punies get pretty annoying. I think it's very gimmicky of a chapter. There is some backtracking, but it's not as bad as other chapters. I would say of all the backtracking chapters, it's probably the best one with the backtracking. Like, it's not as annoying as the other ones. I think 7 is the worst of the backtracking. I generally. But yeah, I think Chapter 2 is probably the weakest chapter in the game for me. I just don't find it as engaging as the other ones, you know? It's not a bad chapter, it's just, you know, there's just so many good chapters in the game that one of them has to be the worst. Well, for now, we think it could be attainable by a spring jump, but we don't know for sure. I'm like 75% sure I could get it via a spring jump. Like testing what step. Oh yeah, you can also soft lock yourself with a timer that chapter, by the way. That's fun. Chapter 3, S tier. Do I need to say why Chapter 3 is an S tier? It is such a good chapter. It's a love letter to wrestling, which I'm not shocked is a wrestling chapter in a Mario RPG, because wrestling is huge in Japan as is here in the States. I love the battles. I like the Glitz Pit. Yeah, there's some backtracking, but it's a very small area, and it's, like I said, nowhere near as bad as the other chapters. I take it back. Chapter 3 is probably the best chapter that has a backtracking mechanic, because at least it makes sense in a way. Plus, finding out the mystery of the Glitz Pit was very entertaining. Hulk Hawk's name in Spanish is Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I love his Spanish name, Hulk Hogan. Because unfortunately, Hulk Hawk doesn't act too much different than how Hulk Hogan acts in the back. I mean, his Hollywood Hogan gimmick is not so different from how he acts in reality. Okay. Chapter 4. I put in BT. B tier. Vivian saves his chapter from being a C tier. As well as the atmosphere of the chapter. I love the art style for Twilight Town and the Creepy Steeple. And the Dupless boss music is pretty good. It's a pretty good song. If Hogan had a palace, Hollywood Hogan would be his shadow. Oh, for real, for sure. But yeah, back to Chapter 4. Chapter 4 has a lot of problems. The backtracking is awful. There's a section where you're just Mario because you lose all your partners. But thankfully you get Vivian, who is the best partner in the game. Or none. Though Bobber and Koops are pretty good too. But yeah. Another thing that's, like I said, I love this art style for Twilight Town. I like how it looks very Halloween-ish. I love the music for it. I love the boss battle for Creepy Steeple. You can actually sequence break against Mouse, or you can. And she'll stay with you in Chapter 4. I forgot how you do that quick, though. But you have to get Vivian before you can switch to her again. Yeah. But Vivian really is the best partner in the game. I like her character arc a lot. She's basically Makoto Nijima of the 2000s. Kind of like how Tifa was to Makoto Nijima in the 90s. Though Vivian is more close to Makoto in terms of character and having a crappy sister. Though, Sai's a much better sister than Beldam is. But that's... I hate to say it aside, that's really not a compliment. I mean, it's not a compliment saying you're a better sister than Beldam was. It does not take much effort. Chapter 5 is also a B tier. Thankfully, you get Bobbly, who saves the chapter of being a C tier. And also, Pirate's Grotto is one of my favorite dungeons in the game. I really love the Cortez music a lot. Yeah, I remember that crossover with the idea of being Sai being in it, and how she feels uncomfortable seeing Beldam because it's giving her like old memories of how she was towards Makoto, and how it pushes towards her awakening. Chapter 6. S tier. I think Chapter 6 is an S tier. I love trains. It's a really good chapter. There is backtracking, but at least it makes sense. Just like a Chapter 3. So it's not that annoying. They just handled the train thing so good in Chapter 6. It's such a nice, relaxing chapter after Chapter 5. It's kind of challenging. I did over Chapter 5. It's B tier. But I'll go over again. My only complaints about Chapter 5 is I don't like the backtracking. It's a bit on the longer side, but I do like Pirate Squad a lot, and I do like Bob Lee's development a lot. But yeah, Chapter 6, I do like the boss battle. I love how you get the Crystal Star in that chapter. It's very unique. It's the only chapter you get a Crystal Star by not fighting a boss. And the same room where you find a Crystal Star, you also get the L bag. And if you fuse the L bag with the W bag, you become Waluigi. So that's a pretty cool Easter egg. Now then, Chapter 7, C tier. I think Chapter 7 is C. It's good. I love the dungeon. But my god, do I hate the first half of Chapter 7. I do not like going to Far Outposts. The enemies there are annoying. And the backtrack you have to go on to talk to General Light is awful. Chapter 7 has a very bad first half, but a really good second half. Like, the second half saves it from being a D tier. So yeah, Chapter 8, I'll put an S tier. I'll put an A tier. The only reason why it gets an A tier is because while I love how epic the final battle is, if you die during the final battle, oh my goodness, you have to go do all that again. You have to go through the first Shadow Queen battle in her peak form. Then you have to fight her invincible form. Then you have the whole cutscene of everyone sparing their energy. And then you can fight her Q form again. And the Shadow Queen fight's hard. It's a really hard fight. He's definitely the hardest boss out of the classic Paper Marios. Well, mandatory bosses, because the upkill bosses can be pretty tricky. But I've had a harder time with the Shadow Queen than I did with Bonetail, because at least with Bonetail, you're just fighting Bonetail. The Shadow Queen, you have her body, her hands, her dead hands. And some are most, I listened to, some of the most annoying attacks are her HP drain, where she uses her hands to recover her HP by taking your HP. It's a very annoying attack. And I think I'm too close to the mic. Was I too close to the mic? Yeah, I was. Sorry about that, folks. Battle for Everyone's Souls fits a Shadow Queen fight. Yes, it does. I think it really does fit that fight. And, oh. My cat came with me and now he wants to come out. You wanna come out, Oliver? Come on, Oliver. Let's go. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that chapter 8. It's a really good chapter. I like the boss battles in it. But the final battle can be annoying because of how long is it, and it's absolutely miserable when you die. You have to do all that over again. Okay. So yeah, that's my TOS for Thousand Year Door. And yeah. What do I want to do now? Okay, let's look at Nintendo Powers now. My phone's too close to the mic. I heard it echo. Changing title. Echo. My name is Ed. No more spoilers, because we're not talking about the games anymore. Eight. Go to the way back, Internet Archive. Okay, Internet Archive. Let's go back to my summer music playlist. Fitting song. I love this song a lot. It's like a good song. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That's a good game. Exclusive screens of the best Smash Bros. Ever. Brawl had a great cover, by the way. First Order, Advance Wars, Day of Ruin. Yeah, this is when Brawl was not delayed yet, because it was supposed to come out in holiday season of December of 2007, but it was delayed to like March. Final Fantasy 12. Oh, The Golden Compass. Remember that movie? That was a big flop. Yeah, I remember that movie. That was a big box office flop. Solid Snake. Yeah, that was a big deal when Solid Snake was added to Smash Brothers. And an Atlas game, Trauma Center, New Blood. On the old school Atlas logo. It changed so much from the book. Oh, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That one's alright. I think the later ones are much better though. Daisy, I love the outfit for Daisy, her sportswear. Nights, Journey of Dreams, and Oh, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Oh boy. Did the translation mess up that game? Especially with the difficulty setting. Guitar Hero 3! Oh my... Blast in the past. Remember Guitar Hero? I remember this one. You get to play as like some more like slashes in. That was a big deal. Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah, such a good game. They let you. Oh yeah. They let you carry your stats over from Path of Radiance, which that broke the game. That broke Radiant Dawn, depending on how good you like. For example, Gil and Titania were two of my best units in Gil and Titania were two of my best units in Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance. So when I did that stuff, I inherited the stuff from Path of Radiance. Those two were broken from the word go. So yeah, on paper it was a good idea, but it was not executed right. It did. Trying to load an easy save from Path of Radiance crashed the game. Oh, Force Unleashed was a fun game. It was a very fun Star Wars game. I actually heard the Wii version's like one of the better versions. Bleak. That's actually kind of relevant because a lot of Persona voice actors are in Bleak. Like, this girl here, she's voiced by Yukari. And she still sounds great, Michelle Luff. I know, like, she's almost 60, like she's 55, I think, but not only does she look great for her age, she sounds great. So, like, that's... I gotta applaud that. The woman's talented. Ed, Edd n Eddy's Scam of the Century. Never heard that one. I heard of Misadventures. That was pretty good. Ben 10. Zack and Wiki, I remember them. Virtual Console. Virtual Console for the Wii was so good. Super Mario The Lost Levels. Oh my goodness, was that game hard. Oh, Sin and Punishment. This was a big deal because, I think that was like the first time they added a Japanese-only game on a Virtual Console, so you could finally play on an American console. And that was a big deal. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, that's pretty good. Yoshi's Story. This game wasn't that bad. Tomb Raider. Endless Ocean! Oh, I love this game. Such a good game. Underrated game, man. I love Endless Ocean. Jimmy's stuffed animal gets torn in half, and Eddie's still on his court. The Endless Ocean was a great game. Very underrated. I love that. Was such a relaxing game to play. Relaxing game to play. Godzilla Unleashed. This was a pretty fun fighting game. I mean, it's no Smash Brothers, but it's still a decent fighting game. You know, you can play as all the, you can play as a lot of monsters from the Godzilla movies. There's obscure ones too, like Jaguar. The first Moon Factory. Wow. I think we're up to Moon Factory 5 now. But yeah, this was the very first Moon Factory. Which, up until like the 5th one, was always on handheld systems. I'm sorry, folks, but I have to use the lesson again. I'll be right back. I'll pop or use the break time and make this time. I have returned. Hey, back to some
you're
ton of
back.
power. Jam session. Why is that not working?
Ah, you're back.
Okay, that was weird. Yeah, for some reason, the word "ah, you're back" is said about the moderation that's not appropriate. I have no idea why. We'll get into it. But Jam Session, that had a very infamous commercial where a kid curses out his mom for making sponge cake. But another thing is, I think this was a game where if someone played a certain guitar note, you accidentally hear the person talking. Like they made a boo-boo with the guy's voice in as they're doing the notes. Soul Calibur Legends. So who was revealed it? So these are the characters that are revealed for all the time. Pokemon Trainer, Wario, Zeus, Hoot Samus, Donkey Kong, Link, Mario, Ike, Peach, Pikachu, Pip, Diddy Kong, Samus, Ice Climbers, Snake, Yoshi, Zelda, Fox, Kirby, Meta Knight, and Bowser. There's Lucas. He was in there as well. Spicy Curry, I love that weapon. That's a really good weapon. Yeah, this is before Sonic was revealed. I remember this infamous image of Samus over here. Okay, going back to this Samus image. Maybe see if you can get a better copy of it, but Full Metal might know what I'm talking about, as well as TTYD. Yeah, this is the one. So I just want the image. What? Okay. I remember people saying that this emblem up here kind of looked like the Sonic logo. It was like one of these emblems here. You can kind of see it when you like highlighted it, but a lot of people said that's a clue that Sonic was in the game. But yeah, I remember a lot of people like saying like that means Sonic is in the game. What Commerce Center? This is when Mario Galaxy came out. This is such a good game. What was in his first game? Foster. This was a good show, by the way. I don't know if the game was good, but the show was good. Oh, Streets of Rage. That was a fun game. Oh, this second here takes you right back. Yeah, they have cheat codes for electro games. That's nice. Justin Bailey. Still to this day, we don't know who Justin Bailey was. There's a good Wang video about it that explains it. Drawn to Life. This was a fun game. I have the SpongeBob version. It's pretty fun. Oh, Ghosts and Goblins. That is a hard game. Nice. Lady of Dawn. Oh, this game is awesome. This was one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z games all the time with Tenkaichi 3. Hi, Ice Climber Kirby. Yeah, this Dragon Ball Z game was fun. They got Sega's permission at the last minute, that's why it was delayed. There's also like Sonic shows up at the end to save everyone. That is pretty cool, Ice Card Kirby. Hey look, it's a young Sainijima. It's funny because, like I said, Sainijima has been on both ends. She's been a Miles Edgeworth and a Phoenix White. Oh, this is supposed to be a YouTube competitor. Do they even exist, by the way? Group TV? We'll find out. It's not a good sign. I can't find any. The fact I'm not finding traces of it is a good sign. Games later. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Well, the site didn't last long. It was a flop. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not finding anything about it. Ow. There's like no trace of it. Radiant. I'm sorry, but Radiant Dawn is not a 9.3. I think it's definitely an 8 out of 10. It's the weakest link of the Tellius games. Oh, this game is bad. This is a bad game right here. Another shovelware title here, Zoo Hospital. SmackDown. The console version's good, but not the handheld version. That's a pretty cool Wii with the screw attack. The Ocarina ads, Jenga. Sonic Rush Adventure. That's one article. Oh, hey you Pikachu. I like that game as a kid, but going back to it, it's not good. Gold and silver. Wow, I just wondered that game was new. What if Stiglet adds told the truth? Body bags. Yeah, this is when they started having ads telling it cigarettes are bad. Hey you Pikachu. Battle for Naboo! That's a really good game, by the way. Very underrated SARS game. Hold up, hold up. Oh my goodness, is that fan art for that Dinosaur Planet game that eventually became Star Fox Adventures? It looks like it. Pokemon Channel is a much better game, I will say that. Oh, the GameCube was still new. Like, they were talking about the GameCube hype. Let's see, let's look at the power rankings. Let's see the power rankings. Darn it. Alright. Number 1, Ocarina of Time. Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Pokemon Stadium. Smash Brothers, Pro Skater 4, Snap, Sarkis Heroes. That's actually a pretty fun game. Rogue Squadron. That's fun as well. Mario Golf. A lot of good games here. Steer fixed temperature. I miss old John Tron. Pokemon Red, Blue, and White. Yeah. All good games here. Oh, Majora's Mask. This is when Majora's Mask was coming out. Wow. I can't believe I'm seeing ads for it. That dog does not look happy. Lego Mindstorms. That reminds you why I made a robotic class. I remember this N64 with the Pikachu on it. This was a fun game, by the way. Battle for that boo. Very fun game. The war. Diet soda. Gonna get the likes of Coca-Cola. Mickey Speedway USA, not a bad game. Rugrats in Paris. This is when Chucky had a got his sister and stepmom. Not a bad movie. Going Quackers. It's nice seeing all these older shoes. Mickey Mouse. First of all, Phantom of the Multiplex. What kind of ad is that? Spider-Man. Oh no! This is one of the worst games ever. Lightspeed Rescue. Oh no! Do not play this game. It is terrible. It's a good WeWes video about it, but that is one of the worst games ever. This one is okay. The Indiana Jones one, the Infernal Machine. Austin Powers! Wait a second. Rockstar made an Austin Powers game? I never knew this. I didn't even know there was an Austin Powers game. Yeah, the Indiana Jones is a decent two-player clone. And Rockstar made it. Frickin' Rockstar! NFL Blitz. Ooh, Cruising Exotica. I like the cruising games. I think we didn't play this one much. We mostly played USA and World a lot, but this one isn't that bad. An Ocarina ad. Army Man Air Combat. Perfect Dark. Mario Land 3, that's a good game. Poke Center. Another Pokemon comic. Oh yeah, the Cindy games, because it was 2000. The summer games were in Sydney, Australia that year. Jungle Book. See? I like how they're showing the route says like US route signs. Nice Finding Nemo reference. Oh, you got me Monopoly 64? That would be great in 1864 when it was a miracle to live the dirty. Rescue Heroes. I remember them. That guy's name was Willie. He was a firefighter. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I love that show. I miss you, Aegis, but yeah, that was a good game show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I remember this movie. By the way, 7.0 is too generous for that game. Batman Beyond, Return of Joker. I remember this movie. Here's the thing. Joker's deaths. The uncensored version is just as dark as the censored version. Him just getting shocked to death, and you just hear him do that one crowing scream. That scared the crap out of me as a kid, man. Not saying that, oh yeah, Joker was evil in that one. What he did to poor Robin, man, that was so sad. I know. Poor Tim. He basically did the Joker, or kind of showed this to Makoto, where it got to the point where Makoto was crying out when to help her. That's how, like, Kanshiro found out who Wen was. And then that's how he got arrested and stuff. But yeah, this movie was dark, Return of the Joker. Batman Beyond in general is so dark. It's funny, because I actually posted this today in the Discord about what happens to poor Bane in that show. The censored version where he's electrocuted is haunting. Yeah, to me, I think the electrocution death is more traumatizing to see than the frickin' I swear, man. Than him getting shot. So I will admit, him getting shot has a very good I love his dying words when he gets shot, where he says, "That's not funny. That's not funny at all." Very iconic dying words. But yeah, Batman Beyond was dark. Like, when you see what happens to Bane in that show, because he used so much venom that he's basically a vegetable, where he can't talk, he can't move. He needs that thing just to live and function. Yeah, Bruce was all alone and weak and frail to the point where he was ordered to using a gun to defend himself as well as yeah. Batman Beyond is very dark. Yeah, like, when you see what happens to some of the older villains, it's sad. Like, Bane is sad, because here's the thing, even though Bane was an evil person, you actually do feel bad for him, seeing him in Batman Beyond, where, like, yeah, you know he did a lot of evil things, but, like, that's such a cool fate, man, for anyone. Mr. Freeze was so sad to see. It makes sense that Bruce had one at one point in his life. I didn't know you knew a lot about DCAU, TTYD. This is pretty awesome. I'm happy because I loved I loved the DCAU. But yeah, one of the darkest things about Batman Beyond was ink. He's a femme fatale, which, funny enough, as I mentioned femme fatale, a picture of Han shows up, who is based on a femme fatale. Do not let her beautiful looks deceive you. Ink is one of the most dangerous and scary villains in the DCAU. Terry could never defeat Ink on his own. He had to need someone else's help. He once needed Superman's help. He once needed Bruce's help. And he once needed help from Ink's own daughter. But Ink, out of all Terry's opponents in Batman Beyond, was the closest to ever killing Terry. Like, can I find a gif of her? Is this it? Oh yeah, this moment here, where she like basically like holds him and goes down his throat. That was so disturbing to see as a kid. Like, oh my gosh, was that scary as a kid. And her VA was fantastic. I forgot the name of her voice actress, but she did a fantastic job for her. And the scariest thing about Ink was she could come to anything. Like, it's... Yeah, Ink was a great villain. Scooby-Doo, I remember this game. We went in from Blockbusters a few times. It's okay. Nicktoons Racing. SpongeBob was like a new cartoon at that point. It's funny. Look at the promotion art. SpongeBob's all in the back in there because he's like the newest Nicktoon. And Tommy's at front because he's like the Mario Nickelodeon at the time. But little did everyone know here that SpongeBob would be bigger than all these guys here. Which is crazy to think about because Rugrats was huge at the time. Paper Mario! I love the original Paper Mario. No Mercy, one of the best wrestling games of all time. How can Arnold and Tommy drive a car? And that's why Nicktoon Racing sucks. I will give anyone a huge virtual high five if they just got to kill I did. Because that is a very dated joke I did. That's from like the old internet. I know you do, TTYD. Yep, the old Sonic shorts where they're making fun of Sonic Drift. Sonic's like, why the heck am I in a car? And that's why Sonic Drift sucks. Banjo-Tooie. They were still doing NES at the time, in the 2000? That blows my mind. They were still working on preparing NES at the time. Excuse me. How long have I been live for? Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna call it a night here. Because I actually have a lot of stuff to do. Like, I have to, like, my beard's going oil, so I want to shave that. Also, I want to take a shower. I haven't showered yet all day, and I really want to shower. And we did a lot today. We did, a tier list. We talked about Persona 3. We looked at some Nintendo powers, and we did a shipping chart. I had a lot of fun today with this web stream. Banjo-Tooie did push the end of 64 to its limits. So yeah, we're gonna wait now. I know who's live, so we can wait. I like this person a lot. She's very relaxing. She has a very relaxing voice, very nice kill stream. I like her a lot. I sometimes fall asleep to her streams because it's so relaxing. Like, it's very welcoming, very comforting. I will be streaming tomorrow. Most likely at the same time as I usually do, so like 2 to 5. It will be Announcing Your Door. We'll be finishing Chapter 3, hopefully. And I'm not going to be doing the troubles for post-Chapter 3, because I like to do Chapter 4 right away. Because I really like to get that partner I get in Chapter 4, because, let's be honest, Vivian to me is what Makoto is to Persona 5. You know, like, I really like to get Makoto's right away because I love her so much. Makoto's such a good partner and character. So yeah. Here's that. So yeah. Join me tomorrow when I do some more Thousand Year Door. Hopefully finishing Chapter 3. I think we're going to do it because we have like half of it left and we just started immediately. That can go by quickly. So yeah, thanks for being here, everyone. I had a lot of fun with you all. And we're going to disperse in here. And I'll see you all once again. I'll see you all tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So have a nice evening, folks. And thanks for dropping by. I had a lot of fun tonight.